What's up, everybody? Tomorrow is the midpoint of the current season of Apex Legends, and we get a mid-season update like usual, as well as the Final Fantasy Rebirth cosmetic event that comes with an LTM cosmetics, where they want you to spend like $360 to get a Death Box cosmetic, and to have a chance at getting the Buster Sword Universal Heirloom, which won't be coming to the Heirloom store afterwards, so they're really trying to get you to spend your money here, but just don't do it, or they're going to keep pushing and pushing it. Don't do it. But that rant could go on for an hour, could be its own video. We're not going to get in all that. We're going to just go through the patch notes here. They're pretty short, kind of surprisingly, so this won't be a super long video, but let's go ahead and run through it. As usual, if you want to read the patch notes for yourself, I'll link that down below, as well as if you want to read about the collection event, the LTM, all that, I will link that down below as well. But let's run through these patch notes. There's the Buster Sword, there's the LTM stuff. Not too concerned about that. Patch notes, balance updates, the crafting rotation, the R-301 and Volt are leaving the crafter and back on the floor. The Hemlock and the Alternator are entering the crafter. Fine with me. I love the 301 even if it's weak. Same with the Volt. Volt's good, especially off the drop. Neither of them are crazy weapons, but I'll be glad to have them back on the floor. The Hemlock, I like that it's going into the crafter. You'll see a lot less Hemlocks. And the Alternator, I don't care if it's in the game, in the crafter, on the floor, in care packages. I don't really care. I'm fine with that crafting rotation and glad to have the 301 on the floor especially. Weapons, the Mastiff is getting a buff. The tactical reload time was reduced to 0.9 seconds. It was 1.03. The empty reload time is reduced to 1.6 seconds. It was 1.7. And the draw time is reduced to 0.45 seconds, and it was 0.8 seconds. The R-99 and the car both got a damage nerf. The R-99's damage was reduced from 11 down to 12, so that's the base damage. Obviously, they still have limb and head multipliers and all that. But it's a small nerf to the R9, which would make it makes a big deal over the whole mag. And the car also had damage reduced down to 12 from 13. So the R99 will be interesting to see where it fits in the meta, considering it got a mag nerf at the beginning of the season. Now it's getting a damage nerf. I think you're going to see more Volt usage. And even with the car nerf, I think you'll see more cars than R99, especially because it's got the bigger mag and all that. Legends, Catalyst, Piercing Spikes now require a line of sight to an enemy player to activate. Spikes that have not been activated will still slow players. I'm a little confused on the line of sight to activate Piercing Spikes. So if you throw them down, I'm guessing the ball has to have a line of sight, or because it spikes and that not activated. I don't know. It'll be an in-game thing, and I've barely been playing Apex. But Horizon, improve Horizon audio to make falls less silent. I really like this. I thought Horizon not having fall stun has always been kind of a broken mechanic, especially because her footsteps are already quiet, her landings are quiet. But now hard landing audio is adjusted to match other legends, which does she really ever have hard landing? And soft landings now play audio in the world and not just for Horizon. The soft landings is the big needed change. And gravity lift exit audio range increased to make it easier to hear characters who exit. New castle wall will impact will now destroy Conduit's energy barricade mines. That's good because her mines take a lot of bullets to destroy, so anything that helps is always nice. The mobile shield can now be destroyed by enemy crypto EMP. Fine with that. I like if crypto gets these buffs, even if it's, nerfs to other legends. And Newcastle's delayed balance adjustments from Season 19 patch are now fully integrated. Rampart amped walls no longer are destroyed by crypto EMP, or friendly crypto EMP, or friendly Mad Maggie's Wrecking Ball. That's good. I don't think you should be able to destroy your own teammates' Rampart walls with abilities, although I like trolling Ramparts because I don't like Ramparts. Maps. While I was in the middle of filming, Apex added maps to their patch notes, which I forgot to put in there. I had originally guessed, and these were the three that I guessed, but Kings Canyon, Storm Point, and World's Edge are the map rotation. We're losing my favorite Olympus, but we are ditching everybody's least favorite Broken Moon, of course, but in favor of my second least favorite Kings Canyon, which was Storm Point. So they made changes to Storm Point. But World's Edge is my second favorite map, so I'm happy to always have at least World's Edge or Olympus. Now back to the rest of the video. Storm Point added an adjusted cover at Zeus Station, added Ring Console to Coastal Camp, added Trident to Barometer, adjusted the position of Ring Console, Survey Beacon, and Crafting Stations at Lightning Rod, reduced volume of ambient audio at Zeus Station and Echo HQ, removed Ring Console, Survey Beacon, and Crafting Station from Thunderwatch, resolved a number of additional bugs and rat spots, restored missing Ring Console Command Center. Echo HQ added 4 new staircases at Echo HQ to improve vertical navigation around the perimeter. Rooftop of Echo HQ is now out of bounds. Zipline and rooftop hatch have been removed. I like that they took the rooftop out of Echo HQ. The staircases are a nice addition. All this other stuff above it is more about we'll play and see how it feels versus just being like, oh, that's great. I do always like added ring consoles and stuff, but they did also remove them. I think they should just be more available. I think every POI should have them. Watson's Pylon, adjusted position of the zip lines at Watson's Pylon to improve consistency of mantle jumping, reduced amount of ultra rare loot at Watson's Pylon. Okay. Zeus Station, added additional cover and zip lines at Zeus Station for mixtape modes only. I think Zeus Station, I think any POIs that are on the main map should be the same for mixtape modes and on the same map, but that's another rant that could be its own video. Increase the speed of redeploy balloon zip lines at Zeus Station by 25%. Okay. Mixtape, map rotation, control, Hammond Labs and production yard are out. Lava Siphon and caustic treatment are in. Gun Run, the core estates and Watson's Pylon are out. Skulltown, Fragment, East, and Zeus Stations are in. So if we're losing Hammond Labs, production yard, the core estates and Watson's Pylon, TDM, Zeus Station, Skulltown, and Phase Runner are out. Watson's Pylon, Party Crasher, and Overflow are in. What are we going to lose Olympus for World's Edge and lose Broken Moon for King's Canyon? Well, as long as World's Edge is still around, and I like the new Storm Point. I'm assuming that's the map rotation. I'm okay with that, I guess, although I hate whenever Olympus is out. Added new legend voice lines that occasionally play on Respawn. Lowered rating rewards for assistant control. 5 per assist was 20. This is in response to a recent change where we started counting assistant control and TDM based on the whole team and not just within your individual squad. World Systems, extended supply bins, added a cap to the number of heat shields a team can receive from the secret drawer. Added a cap to the number of medkits a team can receive from the secret drawer. I'm guessing that's to combat the people who sit in zone with heat shields and medkits, so that's good, but they should just make the zone do more damage than it. Personal opinion, though. Bug fixes. Firing range players dying with a Nessie in the inventory will no longer find the Nessie deleted. Sorry, Nessie hunters. Players no longer get stuck due to spamming hollow sprays while skydiving. Players no longer drop out of race portal before reaching the other side. Resolved a small chance of getting 5 items in the secret drawer of extended supply bins. Resolved bug preventing audio engine from properly utilizing fast storage drives when reading compressed audio data. Hopefully that helps audio. Startup logo video audio volume now respects the master volume slider. Storm Point players should now be able to use evac tower through the ceiling hatch in the command center. Trident collision should no longer occasionally push players through walls and floors. Legend bugs. Ash Ultimate can no longer be used with tridents to get under the map. Bloodhound, Knife, Nephilim, Hunter's skin, Raven, now white, was black. Catalyst, Piercing Spikes ability description now shows the correct number of X traps. Piercing Spikes can now be pinged again. Ultimate no longer shows as ready in inventory without being fully charged. Conduit fix energy barricade V-shaped deployment when looking directly at the ground. Tactical can no longer be used on respawning team still in the dropship. Crypto fix crypto taking ring damage while standing in a heat shield if controlling his drone in the ring. Loba restored movement speed while holding tactical if it was activated while standing still. Mad Maggie fixed damage numbers not showing correctly when hitting Revenant's ultimate shroud with the Wrecking Ball. Passive no longer works through catalyst walls. Revenant no longer occasionally becomes invincible during his ultimate if his shroud is broken while marked by Vantage's sniper. Vantage corrected sniper ult bullets damage to marked targets when breaking Gibraltar's arm shield or Revenant's ultimate shroud. Shout out anything that helps Vantage. Watson ultimate correctly recharges shields when placed after Bangalore's smoke. Modes, abilities that outline players should no longer stop functioning after killing an enemy. Silence abilities should no longer cancel auto healing. Voice chat is no longer heard outside of the squad in TDM and control. Control caustic treatment weapons cannot be used on the supply ship. Damage not taken while inside the respawn ship. Players no longer occasionally spawn in a skydive state while respawning on King's Canyon. Players no longer lose invulnerability while still on the dropship when respawning on the mobile respawn beacon. Code optimizations don't care. Quality of life. Conduit improve visibility for jammers. Ultimate sound effects can no longer be heard in other firing range instances. Mirage's decoys improved issues against terrain that would cause destruction/floating. Any destroyed by terrain will now be refunded. Improve to more correctly copy the ADS state of the player and no longer mimic reviving or execution animations. And finally, new castle voice line added when Newcastle removes one of his own castle wall segments. A lot of quality of life stuff. Not a whole lot of legend changes. Not a whole lot of weapon changes. Although the R-99 and card nerfs are very interesting for the meta. I don't think the buff to the Mastiff is going to really matter. I like that the Hemlock's going into Crafter, so there's less Hemlocks because the Hemlock is so strong. But those are my thoughts on the update. That's the update. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And while you're scrolling down, don't forget that like, subscribe, notification button. If you want to hit dislike, it's still interaction that helps the video, so do you. And while you're scrolling down, check the link in the bio for Twitch link. I'll be live tomorrow night playing the mid-season update, maybe playing the LTM. We'll see. Although I just really like ranked, so I will be live tomorrow. And all my other social medias are linked down there below. I just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so join before it becomes 100,000. You can say you got in early. Twitter and Instagram are also linked down below. If you prefer Instagram and over TikTok, it's the same content. And Twitter's just whatever, you know, a lot of Bills stuff. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on whatever the map rotation is in the mid-season. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.